Hello, everyone. Have you ever been in a conversation with people that were talking about how they won such amount of money or lost a certain amount of money on a football game? Were you curious about how they managed to win or lose a bet? First of all, what exactly is sports betting? Sports betting is an activity of predicting the results of a sports game and placing money on the predicted outcome. On this topic, I will give you some information on how to bet on a football game. On May 18, 2018, the U.S. Supreme Court lifted a sports gambling ban with 6-3 ruling, which allowed all states to form bills to legalize sports gambling as they wish to do so. For us Arkansans, the first legal sports book kicked off on July 1st, 2019 at Oakland Racing and Gaming in Hot Springs. In 2019, more than $15 billion have been placed on sports bets in the country. Well, I have been an avid fan of football for a long time now, and I have been an active sports bettor for 6 years now. So, how do you bet on football games? Let's talk about three basic ways of betting. First, we will talk about point spread. Second, we will talk about total score. And lastly, we will talk about money line. When you make a bet, there will be three possible outcomes. It's either you win, lose, or you push on the bet. Well, so let's begin with the point spread. A point spread is a number of points set by odds makers to provide an advantage or disadvantage based on the margin of victory or defeat. When two teams play, one team will be favored and the other will be underdog. A team that is a favor means they are a better team of the two determined by the odds makers. And the team that is underdog means they are worst team of the two determined by the odds makers. Here's an example. The Dallas Cowboys -6 at New York Giants +6. In this particular game, the Cowboys is favorite team because the -6 means they are 6 points better than the Giants, says the odds maker. On the other hand, the Giants is the underdog team. The +6 means they are 6 points worse than the Cowboys. So, how to determine if the bet was won, lost, or pushed? The number behind the team is the margin at the end that they will have to win over if the team is a favorite, or to lose within if the team is an underdog. If the bet meets the conditions above, this bet is considered a winner, and is also called cover the spread. Vice versa, the bet is considered a loser, and it's also called not cover the spread. When the margin of victory or defeat is the same as the number of the spread, the bet is considered a push and the wager will be returned. Using the example from earlier, the spread of the game is the Cowboys -6 and New York Giants +6. If the score at the end is the Cowboys 24 and the Giants 13, which the Cowboys wins the game by 11 points, then Cowboys -6 is a winner bet and Giants +6 is a losing bet. If the score at the end is the Cowboys 27 and the Giants 21, which the Cowboys wins by 6 points, then the bet is a push. Now we have talked about point spread. Let's talk about total score. A total score is the combination of team scores at the end of the game. A bet can be placed on either over or under of the number of the scores set by the odds maker. Here's an example. In the last Super Bowl, which was Super Bowl 54 between the San Francisco 49ers and Kansas City Chiefs, the total score set by the odds maker before the game was 53. The final score of the game was the 49ers 20 and the Chiefs 31, which the combined score from both teams were 51. Therefore, in this particular game, the under bet was a winner and the overbet was a loser. So how the total bet to be considered a push? Well, you guessed it right. That's when the final combined score was exactly equal to the number that was set by the odds makers before the game. Then the bet was considered a push. Now that we have talked about point spread and total score, let's talk about money line. Money line betting is pretty straightforward. Simply just betting on which team will win the game at the end, but the odds will be different depending on how good or bad the team is. So how do you bet on a football game? Actually, we talk about three basic ways of betting. First, we talk about point spread. Second, we talk about total score. Lastly, we talked about money line. Finally, you learn how to bet on football game and three basic ways to place wagers. If you are a beginner who has a profound interest in sport and or who likes to bet for fun, then please remember to gamble responsibly. Nothing in excess is good. And good luck to everyone.